Jai Hind students, welcome to your channel Physics with Rumit Bhatnagar. This video is part 1 of chapter Wave Optics. Today we will learn about wave fronts. So let's begin. When a small pebble is dropped in a pool of still water, it creates ripples on the surface. These ripples form concentric circular rings around the source of disturbance and spread outward uniformly. When these ripples reach a point on the surface of water, the point starts oscillating up and down. Different points, which are at the same distance from the point of disturbance, oscillate in phase. This means all these points reach the crest and trough at the same time. The locus of all such points having the same phase of oscillation is called the wavefront. The example which we just discussed right now was of a two-dimensional wavefront. Now in case of light, wavefront is not two-dimensional but it is three-dimensional. Now but for the three-dimensional wavefront, will we have a separate definition of the wavefront? No. The definition remains the same. The definition still remains the same, that it is the locus of all the particles which are vibrating in the same phase in a medium. Now, but how the wavefront of the light looks like? Now for that, just imagine that you are in a space and from a very large distance, say you are observing a very small tiny bulb which is just lit. Then what you see? Okay, now in order to understand this concept, let's have a look at this animation. Say over here we have a tiny source of light at this point, and when this tiny source, or say this bulb, which we are, say, imagine yourself that you are in a space and you see that this bulb is lit, then what exactly is observed from the distance? See over here. What we are seeing over here, that we observe a growing sphere. Okay, now this growing sphere, whose center is coinciding with the tiny bulb, then the surface of the sphere at any instant is basically the wavefront of the light. Now let's discuss the different type of wavefronts. The shape of the wavefront basically depends upon the type of source. Now if we have a point source of disturbance, that is the point source of light, then the shape of the wavefront which will be obtained will be spherical. This is because that if we consider the points on the surface of the sphere, then all the points on the surface of the sphere are equidistant from the point source. That means that all these points on the surface would be in a phase. Similarly, if the source is a linear source, say example, a rectangular long slit, then the shape of the wavefront which will be obtained would be cylindrical. Now again over here, that each and every point on the surface of the cylinder will be equidistant from the linear source. And if the source of light is at infinity, then the plane wavefront will be obtained. Now let's see the relation between the ray of light and the wavefront. Now the ray of light basically is an arrow drawn normal to the wavefront, and it points in the direction of the propagation of the wavefront. Now say for example, if this is the plane wavefront and say the disturbance is propagating from left towards right, then if I have to draw rays for that, the rays will be the parallel arrows, because these parallel arrows would be normal to the plane of the wavefront. Now obviously when we are drawing the wavefronts on a sheet of paper, we will not use these planes, but instead of the planes we will use the vertical straight lines. So the vertical straight lines over here represents the plane wavefront, and the parallel arrows which you are seeing over here would represent the rays. And always remember that rays would be normal to the wavefront. Now, for such type of the wavefront, the rays would be the converging arrows like this. And for the spherical wavefronts like this, the rays would be the diverging arrows. Now let's see an example over here. Say this is a concave lens, and onto this concave lens the parallel rays are incident. Then after refraction we see that the rays diverge from the lens. Now before refraction, if I have to draw the wavefronts, I will draw the vertical straight lines like this, which represents the plane wavefront. And after refraction, since the rays are diverging, the shape of the wavefront would be like this. Now let's check the other example. Say we have a convex lens, and onto this convex lens again say the plane rays, the parallel rays are incident, and after refraction these rays converge at a point basically which is a focus. Now before refraction the wavefronts would be plane, since the rays which are coming are the parallel rays, and after refraction, since the rays are converging, the wavefronts would be like this. Hope this video clears your concept of wavefronts.